Hello everyone and welcome to American Farming. Alright, so this is the new mobile game by Squad Builds. If you watch the Squad on YouTube, there's a lot of farm sim content. He's been creating this mobile game for about 3 years, and we are going to go ahead and jump in here, and this is just going to be a sort of a first look. As you can see, I've got a lot of hours in the game on that save, and then also you can see down here on this save I've got a lot of hours in it. But we're going to go down here to an empty save and we're going to start a new game. And I think I just clicked the wrong thing. I may have to go back. Oh no, okay. And now we are going to start on the pig farm. I started on the cow farm. One of those saves was a cow farm and one of them was a pig farm. We're going to choose our farm, and I just preferred the pig farm for some reason. I really don't know why, but as you're going to see, I'm going to pick up my iPhone here. It is a mobile game, in case you did not know. It is a mobile game, and we're going to put on this hat. We're going to leave the boots. We're going to leave the pants. For the shirt, I think we're going to go with, let's see, we'll go with the hoodie. Go with the camo hoodie. And pants, shirt. And for a mustache, we'll go with a handlebar mustache. And we'll leave the face the same. We're not going to do any glasses. We're going to leave that like it is. And we're going to let's see. Alright. Oh, we'll go with the Squad Build shirt here. Alright, we're going to save. And you can do a tour. I'm not going to do a tour because I've already sort of done it. So I'm not going to do a tour, but I'm going to give you sort of a tour of the farm. This is going to be like the first look here. And in case you didn't know, you can connect a wireless controller to it. I've got a wireless Xbox controller, and if you got one, it is pretty fun to play with. You can do most of your normal features, but we're going to start out here, and I'm going to give you a tour of the farm. So right here is your pickup truck you start out with, and you have a livestock trailer. If you come over here, you've got a Farmall 1206 turbo connected up to a disc already. You've got your fertilizer spreader right here, and then if you run over here, you've got a Farmall with a front loader. Now, this is something that I found really interesting. Is your tractor has a front loader. So I've played Farming Simulator mobile, like Farm Sim 23, Farm Sim 22, I think, or not 22. It'd be Farm Sim 21, maybe. Whatever the Farm Sim mobile game was before the last one, I've played both of them, and neither one of them have loaders. So I'm really excited for the loader. Now, that's something you might be able to do with control that I don't know about yet. Now, I was not able to use my wireless controller to do that. Then you got a Killsbro grain cart here. If you run over here, you've got a International track front turbo. It connected up to a case planter. It's an all case farm. And if you come over here, you've got, well, of course, a case combine, as you see right here. And also, as I want to mention, I'm running this on my iPhone 13 Pro, but I am screencasting it with a software to my computer. So if there's any glitching or lagging or anything, it's probably not actually in the game. If the game looks a little like really light, it's not actually that way when you play it on your phone. It's just the way that I'm recording it. So right here, you've got your big pig farm where you would put your wieners, I think they call them, your wiener pigs, and they turn into hogs, and then you sell them. Over here is your sow barn. You can only fit 4 in here is what I found. You can only fit 4 sows in here. They'll have the piglets. They'll turn into wiener pigs, and then you can take them over here, turn them into hogs, and then go sell them. You start out with $30,000 exactly. You've got your silo here. Now you do have a grain dryer. If you come up here and you got grain in there, you can actually fire it up. It does cost some money to run, and you can dry your grain down, and then I think you get better prices for it. Right here is your fuel tank. You've got gasoline and diesel. And yeah, that's pretty much so the rundown of the farm. You start with 2 fields. You start with this field right here. And then if you run back over here, as you see before, you start with a cornfield. So I think we're going to go ahead and dig into the corn harvest here and see what happens. All right, we're going to run over here to our combine. Jump up in here. Going to zoom out just a little bit here, make it easier seeing. And you're going to fire up your head. As you can see, you've got some stuff coming out the back. Now, it's not like straw in Farm Sim. It is just an animation, I guess. The corn, to me, looks pretty good. Like, the graphics for this game, for a mobile game, is really good. So we're going to come around here. And you got to stop right here because, well, you don't want to run off in the ditch here. We'll make a turn. And we'll go ahead and head into right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hire a worker up on the field. So you've got 3 different worker rows here. You got headlands only, rows only, headlands and rows. I'm going to choose headlands and rows is what I'm going to choose. And then the worker, he's going to spin around and do his own thing. The thing with the worker is if you have to give it time, it will eventually figure out what to do, but you definitely have to be patient with it and give it time to figure it out. So that is one thing I've learned. We'll go ahead and fire up our farm all here. And as you can see, your loader controls is right there on the screen. It works just the way you expect it to. But I have not figured out a way to get it to work with the controller. That's the one thing I haven't figured out. Also, if you look right there at the top thing, you'll see a turtle. You can also go first person on your tractors in case you didn't know. Just about the way you expect. You have 2 speeds up here. You got turtle, and then you can click it and it turns to rabbit. And when you click it to rabbit, like right here, you got actual gears. Your thing will actually stay in the gears. You've got 1, 2, and 3. If you click it up 1, then you got 5 and 6, or 4, 5, and 6, I should say. All right. And now the controls to me on an Xbox controller is just a little bit funny. You get used to them, but some of the buttons are just a little bit different than what I would expect. But I mean, for the most part, it's the fact that you can connect a controller to me is pretty cool. All right. Also, in here you've got dance moves. If you hit this button down here, it looks like you're dancing. Well, then you can start doing a dance. And then you've got go home. If you hit that button, wherever you have your home set, that is where it will take you. You've got a dog right here that can ride in the truck with you, so I'll show you. You come over here and you hit that paw print down at the bottom. I believe, if I remember correctly, your dog will be in the back of the truck with you. Alright, so we're going to take the truck down now and we're going to grab some pigs. Come on around through here. As you can see right there is our combine harvester that is going. But we're going to go head down to the place where you buy your pigs at. Oh, wrong button. Like I was saying, some of the buttons, the mirror. Oh, and we hit the home button. Okay. Alright, well, our dog's gone now because I hit the wrong button, but it'll be fine. But like I was saying, some of the controls are just a little bit weird to me. Like, I was trying to get first person and I accidentally hit the home button. But it works pretty well for what it is, to be honest. Alright, come right around here. Hopefully not take out any signs. And the dealer is up here. You've actually got a little bit of a drive from the pig farm to get to the dealer. You have to go down this road, and there's a pretty good sized curve up here that you have to go around. Right here it is. We kind of take square curves. I've played more with hand controls than I have a controller, but with recording it's easier to use a controller. So that is sort of what we're doing here. As you can see up the top, your worker screen, if your screen just went black, it was a problem with the computer. I don't know whether it just did it or not for you. I know it did for me. But like I was saying, up at the top, that tractor button, that is how you switch vehicles. That little folder looking thing to me is how you get out. If you click on the middle there, that'll take you into your menu. You can see your fuel bar right there, and then you've got hire a worker over there at the very end, and then of course you can see your money right there on the other side. Alright, so right up here is the dealer. This blue barn right here. You've actually got two different points at it. You've got a point to sell and a point to buy. So we're going to go up here to the point to buy. Right here is your point to sell. As you can see, it says sell. Pull up here and it says buy. We're going to stop right there. And then you just hit that little button right here. Go in here and we're going to buy sows. Now your barn can only hold 4, so be careful not to buy too many at your starter farm. So we're going to buy 4 and we're going to purchase, and yes, like so. Now they're in our trailer. Just going to very conveniently drive over the curve right here and head back up to the farm. Also, like, if you hit a sign, I won't be able to show you this because we're going to the farm. If you hit a sign, they actually fall over. But also, after so long, they eventually reset. I figured that was worth mentioning. You do have to buy your seed, and the tanks for the fuel at the house are actually, you have to purchase it. It's not just free fuel. It's not like you have to fill them up. It just, as you do it, you purchase it. And as you can see, as you probably can't see now, because I have got my webcam in the way, that put us down to $29,687.68 in the bank account. Pigs aren't honestly too awful expensive, and what I've found is it's easier to make money with pigs if you do it right than it is to do beef cattle. I haven't messed a whole lot around with the dairy side of things. I know with beef cattle, though, it's easier to make money with pigs than it is beef cattle. I've heard some people say, though, you can make some pretty good money with dairy. I haven't messed around with it myself, though, so I can't say. Oh, taking that curve. Also, I should say, I'm not getting paid to make this video, so everything I say is my own opinion about the game. I'm in no way affiliated with Squad Builds or anything like that, other than I play the game and I watch the guy who made it. So yeah, that's sort of the point we're at. Figure I should mention that way you're not thinking, oh, he's just saying this because this, and this. No. Oh, I should also show you. Stop here a minute. This right here is where you buy your seed. So you'll just pull your planter up here and you'll get a little sign like we did at the other place, right where that exclamation points at right now. You click on that, you go in and click on seed, and it will fill you up with seed. It'll take money out of your bank account as you are buying it. Keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, our combine's full as well. Alright. He does get full fairly quick out here in the field. I don't know about the fertilizer whenever you first start out. Not something I really pay attention to, but it must be yielding pretty good because usually he makes about a headland pass and he's full. Go ahead and slow it down here. And what I do sometimes when I'm coming in to the pig farm is I wrap around the back side of this building. It don't really hurt nothing, and then you just come right around here, right to this spot right here. You're gonna put your trailer. Just for the realisticness of it, I'm going to back it in right here, just like so. We're gonna call that good. And you hit this little animal button on the side. Don't know if you can see it or not. And then I'm going to hit unload all. If you have different types in there, you can unload only one type. Like I was saying, you can unload only one type. For some reason, I have a bit of a problem sometimes. Get them to go in. Unload all. Okay. If you're wondering why it takes me so long to do some of this stuff, is my phone is sitting on a stand. And it's sitting. Oh, I know why. I went to put them in the wrong barn. Yeah, it's usually a good idea if you put them in the right barn, you know. Your sows go in this barn, and then they'll make they'll be piglets, and then they'll turn into wiener pigs, and then you put them over in that barn. Like I was saying earlier, they turn into hogs. Stop truck. Thank you. Alright, now as I was saying, you want to hit this, unload all, and okay. Then we're going to go back like that, and now in about a month or two, I think it is, you'll be able to move the piglets over. They'll be called wiener pigs. You'll be able to move them over, and they will produce piglets, and they will turn into hogs. And then you could sell the hogs. It's a pretty good profit, to be honest. Alright, so we're going to run over here. The combine got stopped at a pretty convenient place. We could just jump up in the farm all here. I still hit the wrong button. Alright, jump up in the farm all here. I'm going to raise my loader up just so I got to deal with it. Like so. And then to unload, you just pull up here just like this. And because he's completely stopped, he's not going to take off. But you can unload on the go in here too. Also, if it looks like it's spilling over, when it looks like it's spilling over, it's not actually spilling. It's just an animation to make it look like it's spilling. Like, it all went in right there. It just looks like it was spilling. Pretty cool. But anyway, so then to feed your hogs, you come over here like this, and you're going to stop right here, and you're going to hit this little dump button right here, and you'll see it start coming out. Now, if you want to be super realistic with it, you could get right up beside that thing, and that would make it more realistic, but we're not really doing that. Alright, so we're going to come in the menu here and go to animals. As you can see, that filled that little bit. It basically filled their pen up, which is good. All it takes is feed. You don't have to water them or nothing like that. And you can see the name, what kind it is a sow. You can see the age, and you can see the weight and the growth. And then when you have piglets, it'll say piglets. It'll tell you all that stuff about them. And you do get manure from them as well, so that's good. And here you have your map, you have equipment. So like if you ever flip your equipment, you come in here, you click on it, and where it says tow, when you tow it, it takes it back to the dealership. or you can click drive, you'll be able to drive it, or sell. To sell your equipment, that's how you hit sell. You cannot sell land though. You can buy land, but you cannot sell land. So that is something very important to note. Be very careful when you're buying your land, not to buy a field that you don't want. In here, you can see your bins. You can see the name. We got bin 1, bin 2. You got 2 bins on the farm. You can use the dryer in either one. Right now, they're empty, so it's not going to say any crop type. You can see your bushels. That's something really cool from Farm Sim. You know, in Farm Sim, everything is liters. In here, you've got bushels. I think that is really cool. You see, you got 10,000 bushels is the max capacity, and when you put it in there, you can see your moisture. So that is good as well. Alright, so we're going to head on over here, and we're just going to park this up over there. And real quick, I will show you. Oh, we accidentally disconnected. We're going to hop out of this tractor, and we're going to run over here to the planter. Just like so. Hop up in. Oh, not dance move, not go home. Oh, also I should mention, you can go in first person with your character as well. Alright, jump back over here. If I quit hitting the wrong button on my controller. Alright, you're going to jump over here. We're going to unfold the planter here. Go ahead and pull up into the field. Go ahead and stop right here. Oh, wrong button. You can drop it down, and as you can see, you'll start seeing little seedlings and stuff like that pop up as well, and that's how that you know you're planting. As you come around here, now I'm going to go ahead, and workers could do most of the jobs workers could do, and the biggest thing I found with workers and everything is just give them time. Most of the time, they can pretty well figure out what to do. They may have to find their paths. They may have to do something like that. But most of the time, they will figure out. Also, you get little notifications. I don't know if you just seen that or not. Like, it said he started the worker and started rows, and then it gives them some name. When you're planting, also, power poles. You can just phase right through them, no problem, and everything. And trying to think, what else do we need to show off here? See the seedlings. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hire up a worker. We're going to do the same thing, headlands and rows. I'm going to jump out and let him get at that. So one thing I found about the smart farm, also workers, they don't actually exist. They're just, the tractor just drives itself. But what I was thinking is the small farm it could pull the gravity wagon, but the other thing it could do is it could also pull this right here. It could pull your spreader. I think that's pretty cool that it could pull it, but that's honestly about all that could pull it. That it could pull, I should say. But yeah. Alright, so we're going to jump up in this Fireball 1206 here. I keep hitting the wrong button. I think I'm just going to have to tab this stuff because I tend to hit the wrong button a lot. Alright, we're going to go ahead and disconnect from the plow there. And I'm going to connect up to the fertilizer spreader here. Go ahead and get it connected. And I'm going to run down here to the co-op, I guess you would call it. And I'm going to show you how to fill up your fertilizer spreader. And then also I'll show you how it spreads on the other field. Try to get this thing out of turtle mode. I cannot seem to get it out of turtle. Huh, this is weird. Let's see. I stop. Huh. Don't want to go out of turtle for some reason. Alright, well, I guess we'll turtle it all the way for right now. I don't know if that's a game glitch or if I'm just doing something wrong, but I guess we'll just turtle it down to the co-op. It's not that far, it's just right up here. Oh, do I have it engaged? I had it engaged. That's the problem. Me and my hitting the wrong buttons, I'm telling you. I'll probably get used to it eventually, but it's going to probably take a while. I had the fertilizer spreader thinking it was engaged. Alright, so when you pull up here, you hit this little trigger. And then you've got two types. You've got N and you've got P and K. So I'm going to fill up with P and K here. Now, I haven't really done all the research on what is better for corn. I've used N and P and K. I haven't really paid attention to my yields. It just sort of depends. I really don't know if one's more expensive than the other, but they're both fertilizer and they both fertilize your fields. So is there any difference? I really don't know. But hey, they both do the job just fine for me. So yeah, we picked up P and K. Alright, so we're going to head back up here, and real quick, I'm going to show you how you spread it on the field up here. And what it looks like. So we're just going to pull up in here where this guy's planting. Also, unless the last patch fixed something, which I don't think it has, because, oh yeah, it has it, because I messed with it the other day, you cannot actually hire two workers on the same field. Like right here, I'll show you. When back it down, if I try to go hire a worker here, it says max number of farm hands reached. So, is that because I've got two? I don't really know, because most of the time I've had two, but it won't let me. Alright, so like I was showing you, when you go to spread it, it comes out in little pellets, kind of like you would expect it to. And if you stop, it'll take it a minute, but it will stop. And then you can see your ground texture changing. You can see it go from a lighter color to a darker color. And this little fertilizer spreader does have some pretty good spread as well. And yeah, that's pretty much so it. That's your base game equipment. This is going to be like the first look here. This is what you start out with on your main farm. And this is going to be the first look. I think I probably will have some more content. We may start a series or something in American farming. But for now, that is going to be it. That is just sort of what you start out with on your farm and how everything looks and operates. So we're going to have more content on the channel of this, though, probably being a little bit more realistic. And it's not just going to be me talking about the game the whole time. We're actually going to be doing some other stuff. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this one. I have really enjoyed playing American farming over the past few days, and we are going to be doing, I think, quite a bit of stuff with it here on the channel. But like I said, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.